Right, hey guys, how are we doing? Back into the video from Google on his second channel, Gart, and today we are checking out KONOSUBA is coming back. It is. I think this is going to be one of his news things where he gives updates on like anime news stuff. So that's going to be cool. KONOSUBA is coming back. Very excited, and be interested to see what other news stuff he's got to talk about. Check out my Etsy shop and support the Patreon.
I never thought
links are in the description.
We finally got another season
Hell yes.
of KONOSUBA.
I'm excited.
Not a movie, not a spin-off, but an actual season with the gang. The gang.
Gang.
Is back. Hello, my weebs and
Hi.
gamers. How you doing today? What we are going to be doing today, I thought I could start things off with a little bit of anime news before I fly off because I didn't do an anime news stream this month.
God.
We did get some big news because KONOSUBA Season 3 has been announced. Holy crap. I never thought this day would finally come.
It's going to be good. It's going to be sick having all of them back together, man.
Not a movie, not a spin-off, but an actual season with the gang. The gang is back. I was watching the Mega Man spin-off, which I
kind of dropped off of it, I'm going to be honest.
enjoyed. It's been alright. It's kind of like after having a main course, you go back to the starter. It's just not as fulfilling. I just don't think Yun Yun and Mega Man themselves are enough to carry the show.
No, it's the dynamic, it's the group dynamic, isn't it?
As much as just the OG gang. There's just like chemistry that the gang have all together. After watching the KONOSUBA spin-off, I'm like, this is just making me want to watch actual KONOSUBA. And we're getting it. The gang is back. It's going to be coming out in...
I still need to finish the movie, actually. I think I've got like 20 minutes of the movie left. I don't know why I stopped watching that.
in 2024, and I
Cool.
don't know how much of the light novels or manga or whatever this is going to adapt. We're getting to the point where we are getting a lot of seasons into a lot of these isekai that started off as your isekai of the month, isekai of the year kind of thing, and I'm glad that a lot of these shows are actually getting deep runs and that No Game No Life is actually an outlier. I would like to see an isekai that does come to an end. If Sword Art Online ends, will I get emotional? I would.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. How would they end it? Oh, and we've got Gun Gale season 2 coming out. You know, the spin-off that I really liked season 1 of that, so that's cool.
Be lying if I said I wouldn't. If the ending of Alicization taught us anything, it seems like we are actually going into the last season of Sword Art Online. If we're getting 3 seasons of KONOSUBA, I would be a betting man to say we're probably going to see an ending of KONOSUBA as well. That's also going to be pretty fucking emotional to me. I'm very excited.
I would cry to see the end of that.
To have the gang back. Basically, Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
It is.
Except in an isekai.
It is. I was thinking that. It's like, they're all just not nice people.
It's one of the few comedy animes I actually really enjoy, and most of that is to do with the chemistry of the gang together. Next up, of course, guys, Demon Slayer, the newest arc has come to an end. Of course, they announced a new season right away.
Straight away.
This one
Straight
is going
away.
to be the Hashira training arc. I'm going to have a look at this quick PV, which is probably just going to be a very, very quick short teaser. But let's have a look anyway.
Whoa.
Oh, this is going to be a PNG trailer, isn't it? My favorite gacha games. Look, it's all the 5-star, guys. I don't know what this arc is going to be about. It seems to be
Hashira?
involving all of the Hashiras, which
Yeah.
I'm glad. So, how many have we not seen? We haven't seen this dude.
Yeah.
I don't think we've seen this dude.
Well, we've
I just
seen
think
them,
he's
we haven't seen
really
them do
advanced. If there's
anything.
one thing I hope about this new season of Demon Slayer, is that it's better than the Demon Slayer than we just got.
Swordsmith Village, yeah, it's just the ending. It was all about the ending, really, wasn't it? Really, like, if I'm honest, it was okay, but that ending, whoa.
This boring arc incoming? No, don't say
No.
that. I thought we just got off a boring arc.
No.
This is gonna be the arc where people are like, yo, Demon Slayer fell off. I said in my spring anime tier list that this was probably the weakest season of Demon
I
Slayer
agree.
since the
I
first
agree.
half of season 1. And now that it has ended, I still go by that statement. I made the prediction that you can never discount Demon Slayer until the final episode, and then the final episode came out, and I was like, it was alright. Didn't blow my mind away.
What?
It didn't do
Oh
anything that
no,
was
don't be like that. I thought that last episode was phenomenal.
exceptional, like how the previous 2 arcs
Wow.
ended. It was alright. I never
No.
thought just having an arc with like fellow Hashiras would be less interesting and make me miss the OG gang, man. Moving on, Spy Family. Spy Family is back. It seems like this is
I need to
going
watch it,
to
man.
be, is this going to be a second season or a film?
I think it's a movie, isn't it?
Fucking movie.
Yeah.
No, it's going to be a filler movie, isn't it? Okay. Well, the thing about Spy Family, I think it could work all right as a movie. Pretty much every Shonen Jump movie that's not a canon movie is like the most 6 out of 10 to 7 out of 10 experience I can think of. It's all right, but I always like forget about it immediately. I never see anyone get super hyped over Spy Family, but no one ever complains about it. No one's like,
True,
oh,
actually.
you're watching Spy
Yeah.
Family? Disgusting,
Yeah.
man. Get better taste. But no one's like, yo, Spy Family, let's go. I'm
It's just
so
there,
hyped.
isn't
It's
it?
like
Right,
ordering a
okay.
chocolate ice cream. It's just like safe comfort food that you're just like, you'll know you'll enjoy, but you know is not gonna like blow your mind or anything. Spy Family is just the most inoffensive show you can think
Okay,
of.
let's get into it.
Speaking of continuations and season 2s, one thing I do want to talk about, Link Click season 2 release date has
Wasn't that just started? I need to watch this. I remember I can't quite remember the concept. Sure, Mother's Basement did a video talking about it. They have different abilities that complement each other, don't they? Like predicting the future or something?
finally been announced. This was one of my favorite anime that has come out basically in the last few years. If you don't know Link Click, it is not really an anime. It is a donghua. It is a Chinese animation, but I honestly think that this is the best donghua I've seen. Season 1 absolutely fucking slaps. Season 1 was one of the wildest rides I saw. What I really liked about it is that it's one of those shows that grips you from episode 1. The basic premise, you have these two characters, right? One can basically travel back into time to basically go through someone's POV if they have a picture of it. So let's say you give this person a picture from your past. He can go back, they literally become you. He can basically find out and go through your past and basically relive past events. And this guy guides him through the past to basically figure out, sometimes it's corporate espionage, sometimes he's trying to figure out what's going on with a kidnapping, sometimes it's a murder. But one thing I found really fucking great about the conflict in this is he can relive past traumatic events, but he's not allowed to change the past in any way whatsoever. So he lives through some pre-traumatic events, and because he becomes the person, he feels all of the emotions that they feel as well as he's living their events. But he has to make sure, pre-knowing what happens to whatever person, that he cannot change the past no matter what. And I just thought it was one of the most original takes on like the time travel kind of like twist I've seen before. We've seen a lot of time travel like type of stories, but this is the only time I've seen time travel tackled with this kind of power. This is one of those shows that it doesn't take time to get going. From episode 1, you know what the stakes are because he only has a limited time period where he can stay in each body. The stakes are set up almost immediately. It doesn't fuck around. You start episode 1. Within the first 5 minutes, you're already deep within whatever the storyline this is setting up, and it just like never stops. I'm fucking excited for this to have a second season. I've waited 2 years, and I am so hyped. I hope that there are more Chinese anime that are this quality because holy shit, this absolutely slaps. Other Chinese anime still catching up, I still think. Still catching up. Moving on to Hiro Mashima is coming out with a new manga. The mangaka of Rave, Fairy Tail, Eden Zero is somehow coming out with
another
a new manga.
one. Wow.
Apparently he's making a new dark fantasy. And
Eden Zero is quite fresh though,
the reason
isn't
I
it?
wanted to put this up here is because I actually met him like a few days ago.
Cool.
I got to meet him. For the record, anyone who watches my content would know that I'm not the biggest fan of Fairy Tail. I really did enjoy Rave when I was younger. Haven't seen Eden Zero, but I will say, work aside, such a wholesome fucking person, which makes it hard because I've clowned on Fairy Tail fans a lot, but oh man, he's such a sweet guy. One thing I found out, right? He is one of the few guys that can draw ridiculously fucking fast. So at this event that I went to, so we blocked out 15 minutes to be like, okay, we'll give you 15 minutes to draw one character, and that's all the time that we have. He finishes it in 5. And then he's like, well, I've got another 10 minutes. Might as well just flex and just draw the entire cast. And I'm like, holy crap, this man is cracked. I was wondering before when I first found this, I'm like, aren't you still working on Eden Zero and like a continuation to Fairy Tail as well? How do you have the time to work on a new manga? Not only does he have time to work on a new manga, but He started a YouTube channel as well.
Wow,
And we
what
asked
a
him, why
dude.
did you want to start a YouTube channel? And he basically said, I was interested in YouTube and I just had some free time. And I'm like, you are
How do
the
you have free
only
time?
mangaka
That's
on
crazy.
Earth that has free
Yeah,
time
that's
to
mental.
do side events, to do other stuff, to do other hobbies. And you know, after the event, we're having a
crazy.
chat. He was like, oh, I'll give you guys something. And I told him I'm not too familiar with Fairy Tail just because I'm more familiar with Rave. But he's like, I don't care about that, man. I'll draw this for you. He's like, I'll draw anyone you want.
Yo,
So he went for shirt out. He somehow draws on the
That's
shirt
a-
even better than I can draw on paper.
is,
And the
isn't it?
more I get to meet mangakas as well, the more I just realize,
That's
hey, every manga is also just a fucking person. They're just grinding out the best they can. They're just trying to like get a paycheck, man. A lot of them are like buried in their schedules and everything like that. So even if I can talk about their work critically, I can still also really enjoy hanging out with them as a person as well. Yeah, Hiro Mashima, one of the coolest mangakas I've met so far. Thank you very much for
Sick.
your gift. Next, we have Oshinoko's opening theme song topped the Billboard Global chart.
Whoa.
When I saw this headline, I was like, holy fuck, that is insane. It is the first Japanese song to top the Billboard Global charts.
Wow.
I gotta give a standing ovation to Yasobi because it's super weird. Not only because I'm gonna be that guy, I have liked their work for a while, even before they started doing anime openings. So it's been really fucking insane seeing them doing some really good
Trying to see
anime
the others on the
openings.
list, then.
Honestly, the opening to Oshinoko, just kind of a bang. Even though I've been a fan of their previous work, when I heard this opening, I was like, holy shit, you guys, you've outdone yourself. So I'm glad that it's getting the attention that it deserves. But the thing that blows my mind the most, Oshinoko, I knew that it had an opportunity to get popular. I didn't know it would get this popular. When I
it's
think
huge.
about the anime of the season,
on-
kind of like what
it-
everyone's talking about,
didn't
I
it
think of
knock,
shit like Demon Slayer.
Didn't it knock Fullmetal Alchemist off of the #1 spot on my anime list? Like, yeah, with the first episode.
I think of shit like Jujutsu Kaisen. Oshinoko is so far beyond what I thought would get super popular that it kind of like blindsided me. I thought a lot of anime fans would look at this and would be like, it's an idol anime. I don't want to watch idol animes. The art style is too cutesy or this or that. But it has blown up to a point that I didn't see coming for the type of show that it is. I gotta give credit to Aka Akasaka for being able to do that with his story. I thought this would be popular for anime fans. I did not think this would be popular for like people who aren't already fans of anime. But the fact that it's making headlines, like getting the top song of the Billboard Global charts, just says a fuck ton. And being the first Japanese song, wasn't a One Piece opening, wasn't a Demon Slayer opening, wasn't
It was
any
this,
of the
yeah.
big top
That's crazy.
shonen. It was a fucking take on the Japanese entertainment industry. It was a fucking idol show. So, an esports team forfeited a pro Valorant match because their players were too busy playing Honkai Star Rail.
What?
If
What?
Gon was ever a Valorant player, this is it. So what
Oh.
happened is, among those millions already sinking hundreds of hours into Honkai Star Rail, is a Valorant pro player from the team Ghost Commandos who apparently forced his team to forfeit an official match because he was too
No.
busy journeying across the universe aboard the Astral Express. I mean,
No.
honestly, I'm sure he got shit from his team, but kind of Giga Chad in my eyes. He didn't want to waste the resin. I
That's
gotta farm for this
terrible.
relic, man. You don't know. But apparently what happens is all of their players had to install the client for the latest Valorant patch. And this guy was so addicted
didn't.
to Honkai Star Rail that he just forgot to install it. And so his team had to forfeit a pro player
That's
match.
awful,
I want to
mate.
know how that conversation went in the dressing room, in the green room, in the back room. Like, what do you say to your teammates? Sorry, guys. Kind of did an oopsie. I mean, Honkai's installed on there. If we can do a pro match of Honkai, they haven't named the person, which is probably for
Probably
the
best.
better.
Yeah.
But now everyone's just gonna look at their team and just gonna be like, who is the Honkai player? Who is the Honkai player? But honestly, choosing Honkai over Valorant kind of based. But that was it for the anime
Smashed.
news for this month. Okay, let's start Final Fantasy though. I'm gonna play.
Fair enough. Cool. Yeah, I'm sure that Link Season 2 has already started, like, but I might be wrong. I'm probably wrong. I usually am. Anyway, make sure you check out my Etsy shop. Links in the description for t-shirts and hoodies that I've designed. And thank you to my patrons. If you want to have your name at the end of every video I upload, links in the description to the Patreon page. $1 a month is our support channel. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you guys for that. Thank you all for watching. What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of this? Click like, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave comments down below. Let me know that you watch us in future videos. I'll see you guys next time.